From Delaware's most award-winning radio news team, this is WDEL Video News. Here's Chris Carl.
Among Delaware's top stories for Wednesday, April 30th, convicted killer Tom Capano is appealing a federal judge's decision denying his request for a new trial. Capano attorney Joe Bernstein filed notice in U.S. District Court in Wilmington yesterday that he's appealing an April 15th ruling in which Judge Harvey Bartle denied Capano's petition. Capano's facing life in prison for killing former mistress Anne-Marie Fahey in 1996. The body of Fahey, scheduling secretary to then-Governor Carper, was dumped in the Atlantic Ocean. 40 years after the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr. and the 9-month-old occupation of Wilmington by the National Guard, should guardsmen return to the city? WDEL's Jim Hubmaster reports.
Some residents in Wilmington have been calling for the National Guard to return due to the recent wave of violence. There have been 11 murders so far this year, and some believe with summer approaching, the crime in the city will increase. In 1968, Wilmington endured 2 days of civil disorder, which police and the National Guard were forced to intervene to bring tempers under control. Former Governor Russell Peterson, who was in the heart of the riots and dismay back in 1968, said it would not be a good idea to bring back the Guardsmen.
I think it'd be a mistake to bring in the National Guard for that. That ought to be handled by the city police.
After the riots, Wilmington remained under martial law for 9.5 months, while in many other cities there were riots, yet the National Guard stayed for only days, not months. Jim Hubmaster, 1150 AM, WDEL.
Another Republican is looking to unseat Senator Biden. WDEL's Peter MacArthur with that story.
Saying Delaware is suffering from 35 years of Biden fatigue, a Republican is announcing her candidacy for U.S. Senate. 38-year-old Christine O'Donnell says the man in the job now, Senator Joe Biden, shows too little interest in the needs of Delaware families. O'Donnell says she's seeking the official party endorsement at the GOP convention this weekend in Dewey Beach. O'Donnell was a write-in candidate for Senate in 2006. Republican Tim Smith has already announced his candidacy for the post. I'm Peter MacArthur, 1150 AM, WDEL.
Well, tonight is the deadline to file your Delaware state taxes. WDEL News continues in a moment.
Wilmington University now offers the Doctor of Business Administration program. This advanced degree is designed to enhance leadership and managerial skills. Applications for fall semester are being accepted now, so visit us at wilmu.edu/business or call 877-967-5464. Wilmington University, your life, your time, your education.
Well, you have until midnight tonight to file your Delaware taxes. Delaware Division of Revenue Director Patrick Carter says it's better to file for an extension than to not pay taxes on time. Delawareans can file for an extension online by tomorrow morning. To avoid paying exuberant late fees, go to revenue.delaware.gov for more information on the web. State police have released new rules intended to discourage thieves from selling stolen metal to pawn shops and scrap metal processors. The businesses will have to wait 18 days after purchasing the metal before reselling it. Police say the waiting period will give them time to match material for sale with stolen property reports. Some businesses will also have to register with police for a sales license and collect information on people selling metal to them. The rules cover gold, silver, copper, and brass. They say the requirements will help more victims recover stolen property. It's a new program with the goal of getting you to the polls. WDEL's Carl Konevsky reports.
It's called Motivote, a voter education, registration, and empowerment program aimed at getting more Delawareans to the voting booths. Ramona Fullman, director of the Delaware Commission for Women, a partner organization in the Motivote movement, says the project will encourage positive participation.
Too many Delawareans are disengaged in the political process, some by choice, some by real or perceived barriers. It is the intent to educate, inspire, and assist Delawareans in exercising their right to vote.
Motivote wants to get people involved in their communities, and Maria Matos, executive director of the Latin American Community Center, says the best way to affect change in the future is to vote today.
If we're going to change the policies that keep 1 in 10 Latino men in prison, we need to educate and teach our people to vote if we're going to keep our children in school and graduating. and change those policies that keep them dropping out.
Coalition groups will hold voter registration drives at area events, conduct educational sessions and candidate forums, and conduct outreach programs to get people inspired to vote on Election Day. I'm Carl Konevsky, 1150 a.m., WDEL.
The Sixers in a do-or-die situation. WDEL Sports and your Delaware AccuWeather forecast coming up.
When it comes to flooring, great style doesn't have to be expensive, especially when you shop at Carpet One Floor & Home. Our 1,000-store buying power gives you the best prices on hardwood, carpet, tile, laminate, and more, including brands you'll find exclusively at Carpet One Floor & Home, like Liz Claiborne Home, Good Housekeeping with Resista, and Lee's, all with guaranteed installation and no payments for 1 year. See how easy it is to find your perfect style. Shop in store, online, or in-home, only at Carpet One Floor & Home.
I'm Peter MacArthur.
I'm Melanie Armstrong, and here are Delaware's top stories at the top of the hour.
The most complete coverage of the news that matters in Delaware. Every weekday morning, 5:30 till 9 on 1150 a.m. WDEL.
WDEL Sports. Detroit finally looked like the second seed in the East for a whole game as they easily downed the Sixers last night to take a 3-2 lead in the best-of-7 series. Chauncey Billups led the Pistons, balanced scoring with 21 points, while Rip Hamilton had 20 and Rasheed Wallace had 19. Andre Iguodala finally got on track for the Sixers with 21 points, but now it's win or pack up and go home for the Sixers. They host Game 6 on Thursday. Cole Hamels gave up just 2 runs over 7+ innings as he pitched the Phillies to a 7-4 win over the Padres last night. Carlos Ruiz hit a 2-run double, and Greg Dobbs added a pinch RBI double as the Phils broke the game open in the 8th. The series continues tonight with Jamie Moyer on the mound against Chris Young. The action on WDEL pregame coverage at 6:30. And it didn't take long for the Blue Rocks' 4-game winning streak to turn into a 2-game losing streak. For the second time in 8 days, the Rocks dropped a doubleheader to Frederick, losing the opener 6-1 last night, dropping the nightcap 3-2. The series wraps up at 11:05 today at Frawley Stadium. Your WDEL Delaware AccuWeather forecast: sun and clouds mixed through today. A bit cool, a high 60. Increasing clouds tonight, low 41. Tomorrow cloudy, a couple of showers, maybe a thunderstorm, high 64. A bit warmer for Friday. Get news updates throughout the day. Delaware's top stories at the top of the hour on 1150 a.m. You can also get WDEL News text alerts sent to your cell phone. Sign up here at WDEL.com. I'm Chris Carl. Thanks for watching.